Stadium in New Jersey. It's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way. And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment. A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up. The numbers for Jones last week, 22 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
Definitely productive, including scoring his 14th touchdown of the season last week. It's going to be fun to watch the matchup now because he has a nose for the end zone. So if you're a defender, what's your job? Keep him out.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. Oh, what a juke into space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field, and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Rodgers now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
first carry now for A.J. Dillon. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about a little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Now this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 18 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
10 touchdowns on the season for him, and I don't know whether these goals are written down. I don't know whether they're discussed amongst the team, but I do know this. Every guy who touches the ball as a ball carrier thinks 10 touchdowns is a nice round goal to try and reach in a season.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kadarius Toney hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gano the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. To throw is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on a skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And here's Jones again on second down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 63 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Throwing, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Well, Jones with a nice burst there on first down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. That ball caught by Slayton. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? You can't try and go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing is Rodgers. That's caught by Galladay. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. And again, it's Rodgers. Gets it quickly to Galladay. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yards.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Open man, Amari Rodgers complete. There you go, Rodgers to Rodgers, first down Packers. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long, had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 44-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Galladay. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Partner, he just surpassed 60,000 career passing yards. I remember when you and I were there when he hit 50, now 60. Where does this stop?
I don't know where it stops, but how did we even calculate this one, right? Long division? New math? Use an abacus?
I trusted you. You're smarter than I am.
My calculator shorted out on this one. 60,000 yards. Congratulations.
Man, has it been fun to track his career, and it continues. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. This one swung out here to Jones. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So we've reached halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 2nd down. It's Jones, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now here's a throw that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Giants. Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. But you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers to throw. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
A check down here to Jones. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Here's Chris Jones now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now here's Ross. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again.
And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Gano the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Rodgers. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? To throw, it's Rodgers.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Rodgers. 7 yards, the pickup there.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. Throwing now is Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Dillon, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And for right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
They'll swing this out to Tony.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, here's Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,